It's well known that productivity is falling and growth is low, that our welfare system is under pressure. We need enough funding to face a future with more elderly citizens and reduced working age population. At the same time, we're in a global race against countries that have both lower production costs and higher growth and larger populations. The world's most scarce resource is creativity. And therefore, I think knowledge and education is a foundation for innovation. In my view, education has two central and fundamental tasks when it comes to innovation. Education must ensure a shorter and better path from investments in education and research to growth and job creation. And it must ensure that students of higher education are challenged and encouraged to be innovative and creative. This week presented our economic perspective for 2020, where we've once again raised the bar of how many or how big a part of a youth generation should have a higher education from the current 50% target, which we have already passed and are at 54% at the moment, to 60%, which is in turn a very large investment because, as you know, in Denmark, studying is free and we actually subsidize students. Students are going to bring about change if we allow them to show enterprise and are ready to bring ideas to reality. And therefore, we need to change the way that we teach, so we don't just idly let students sit in lectures, but that ideas are challenged and being translated into new product, process and companies as part of their teaching. Students need a taste of reality. And I know there are some young ambassadors here from CBS. CBS has a case competition that is raising the bar for cooperation between business and education. His Royal Highness and I had the pleasure of taking part in some of the case competition, which showed that some of the very best international universities send their very brightest students here to take part in an absolutely and 100% student-driven case competition. And in the competition, the companies are real, the challenges are real, and the event is a unique example of how we can build bridges between students, international universities, and businesses. And I'm also going to touch on the importance that you young ambassadors have for attracting international talent to Danish educational institutions and companies. Now we've said that the Ministry of Employment will take care of the ones that are coming here to be employed or to study, and we're working diligently with the new strategy of also making sure that that will happen fast. But I still meet students that were well into their first semester here before they got their visa answer, and it was in Danish. So in that way, we have a lot of progress to make in that area. What I've started is a dialogue with the Danish business community, because they keep coming to me and saying, you have to make it easier for us. We want more international students. We want more international talent in our companies. And I say, well, why don't you start with opening up some positions, internships or study jobs for some of our international students. That may in turn make us able to keep them here after they are done studying and working for you. Denmark is and should be an open nation. We have an open economy and we are dependent on global trade. And therefore we also need to be able to attract international talent. Not just for the benefit of the Danish educational institutions, but it's also very much a highly needed asset for the Danish labor market and Danish business. Innovative environments are enriched by external input. I see a good and vibrant Danish innovation environment as one that attracts international talent. And this talent will strengthen Danish innovation further. It's a positive circle where everybody wins. Denmark already attracts a lot of international talent like yourself, but we can do much better. And this is where we hope that you, Youth Goodwill Ambassador Corps, will play a very important role. And I'm proud that the Ministry has helped establish such a valuable initiative. It's a fantastic resource that we'll have an Ambassador Corps today with more than 130 carefully selected international students who can globally market Denmark as an attractive work and study location. It's worth much more than we can produce in pamphlets and websites, that we have actual ambassadors in the world ready to tell their stories about Denmark. So I think it's extremely valuable that young people meet others who already have concrete experiences from Denmark. We definitely need you. Your work is important, and I have no doubt that you can help attract even more talented international students to Denmark. And also, you can help attract international talent to Danish companies, both in Denmark and their global subsidiaries.